Hello there, everybody. I'm Mel Allen, and this is Baseball Collector.
Yo and hello everybody, Mike here, Baseball Collector, and it's Sunday morning, and today I'm going to come at you with a little bit different kind of video. And what inspired me to do this was I've been, back from the National now for a week, and just got to meet so many people in the community and got to interact with so many people, and just realizing how special our community is and how awesome it is. And for me, since I started the National, I've been blessed, man. I've had so many people subscribe to my channel, and so I'm starting to think, well, if there are more and more people that are getting, and the comments I hear are, I'm getting back into the hobby, I found your channel, this and that, and I'm thinking, well, let me kind of give back to you guys as you're joining my channel to find opportunities to find other channels that are out there, because it's just this universe. And so I'll tell you a story. I met a gentleman at the National. His name was Marcus, and he came up to me at our get-together on Thursday night and said, hey, I don't normally do this, but I wanted to introduce myself and say hi and tell you how much I love your channel. And that was really cool. And he goes, about 2 weeks ago, meaning 2 weeks prior to the National, he started looking up YouTube videos, and he goes, man, I found this whole universe of YouTube channels out there that exist. And I said, man, it's even bigger than you think. I took him up to meet some of the guys. I think he had a great time talking with everybody and hanging out. And so this community is very special and awesome. And so there are some guys that I think it's just weird how this works. Like, I don't really understand the dynamics of what makes people subscribe to certain channels and not others. And so I want to give some shout outs to some guys that I think, if you like watching me, then I think you'll like watching them. I'm going to talk about their channels a little bit, what they do, and encourage you just to go check them out. You don't have to sub to them necessarily, but just go check them out and see if it's something that's up your alley and something you would enjoy watching. And so there's two guys that I think are kind of close to this major milestone in YouTube. And it takes a long time to build up a following, I think, in YouTube. And you do it for however long you do it, and it can get frustrating sometimes. But there's two guys that are on the precipice of reaching 1,000 subs, and I think that if we can rally to get them over 1,000, I think that's a huge milestone. That when you get there, you kind of feel like, okay, I'm finally getting some traction here. And the first one is Dave's Midlife Card Crisis, and Dave has been doing videos for a long time, and Dave and I are buddies. He lives here in my area, and so we've hung out quite a few times. I've hung out with him in person more than any other YouTuber, and he's at 969 subscribers, and so he's only 31 away from 1,000. So let's try to get him to 1,000. He does football, baseball, Hall of Famers, all kinds of different stuff. So his channel is really diverse. He is a Jets fan, so let's not get too crazy. But just kidding, Dave. So there's that. The next guy is a guy that I had the opportunity to meet at the National for the first time last week, and it's Jimmy Gunz. Gunz, G-U-N-Z. And this guy is awesome. He loves this community, loves this hobby. He does a lot of auctions where he's selling cards and stuff and giving stuff away, and incredibly generous, incredibly funny, and he's at 909 subscribers. So he likes to go live, and if you don't know how YouTube works, if you don't have 1,000 subscribers, you can't go live like from your phone. You can do it from a PC, but to be able to go live from a phone, you need 1,000 subscribers. And so Jimmy's close. He's less than 100 away, so go check him out. The next 8 channels, I've got 10 total, by the way, so bear with me, but the next 8 channels are all channels that I watch, and I literally shake my head when I'm going, I don't know why they only have the subs that they have, the views that they have. And I know as a content creator, because I've been there, it can get kind of, like, God, why am I doing this? If nobody wants to enjoy it or watch it, it's because it's a lot of work. And so, again, all you people that have kind of started following me, go check these guys out. The first one is John, and his channel is 3000 Hitman. And John does some amazing content where he's talking about the history of baseball and just all sorts of great stuff. He only has 64 subscribers, and so I promise you, you're going to really like his stuff. I would say that on all of these. I promise you. Go check them out. I think you'll enjoy them. But John's the first one. The next one is Jim, Beantown 62. Jim is a Red Sox fan, and you'll see it. You'll know he's a Red Sox fan. He's always talking Red Sox, but Jim's just a great guy. I've met him several times and hung out with him. Just a great guy. His content is funny. He does a lot of stuff, breaks wax and gets autographs, and just a lot of different things. But Jim has 148 subscribers, so let's show him some love too. The next one is Mark, Stove Sports, and Mark is, in my humble opinion, the funniest guy on YouTube. I mean, in the baseball card community anyway. He does a lot of parodies and a lot of funny videos and shows some pickups, and he was at the National as well. Mark's at 299 subscribers, so let's see, what we can do to bump Mark up. You need to be watching his stuff. I mean, it's genuinely funny, and I just enjoy his personality. And the next is, again, I told you I'm going to try to do some different channels. So depending on what your interests are, you'll find something that hits you. This is a father-son duo down in Florida, and it's MP Fox is the channel name, and it's Matt and Matteo. And they do all sorts of stuff, breaking boxes, pack wars, picking up singles. Sometimes you get Matt only, sometimes you get Matt and Matteo, but they are a really great father-son duo. They're at 244 subscribers. Need to be more for sure. Next one is if you're an old school guy, you like old cards, like really old cards, then this next channel should be somewhere you really get a lot of great information from, and that's Nuff Said Cards, Andrew. Andrew has been a friend of mine for years, and I look at his channel and he's got 476 subscribers, and I go, God, it's one of my favorite channels, and I'm like, why aren't people watching this more? And I'm into old stuff, so if you're into new stuff, then I get it. But that's he just drops so much knowledge and teaches you so much, and you learn a lot about the history of the hobby and everything. So go check out Andrew. I had to throw a basketball guy in here because not everybody only collects baseball, and some people like to diversify their sports. And so basketball guy for me is Andy. I just did Andrew. Andy, she blinded me with refractors. Again, everybody says it whenever they say it. It's like you go, she blinded me with refractors, coolest name on YouTube. And because it is. I mean, it's just a great, clever name. But Andy does a lot of things. He does some cool collab videos with another YouTuber named Michael, and they talk about the hobby, old men talking baseball cards, or grown men talking baseball cards, something like that, or talking sports cards. Great series there. Andy has 442 subscribers. So if you think about it as a creator, you just like to hit little milestones, even though at the end of the day, you just want people to enjoy it. But Andy's at 442. Getting to 500 is kind of a fun thing when you're a content creator. So go check out Andy. Next up, another fellow Mike, and that's this baseball card life. And Mike is relatively new to YouTube in terms of creating content, but he is one of those guys that loves the 80s stuff and does a ton of stuff in the 80s. He used to work at a hobby shop when he was younger, and I had the pleasure of meeting him and his lovely wife at the National this year. Mike's at 145 subscribers. So his content creation is good. He does a good job, different things about the hobby, teaching you really good stuff. And my last one is kind of for you guys that like new stuff and old stuff. Then this channel might be right up your alley, and that's Passion for Cards. 4 with a number 4. Passion for Cards. His name's Matt. He's in Virginia. because he always says, "Hey, it's Matt from Virginia," and when he does his video intro. And Matt's collecting all sorts of stuff. He does huge set collector, both modern and vintage. He owns a 52 mantle, which is always pretty sweet. He does all the tops, like a lot of Tops Now stuff, Throwback Thursday, kind of all the new stuff that's coming out on Tops.com. If you like to see what's going on with all of that, that's your channel, because Matt's always getting that stuff and showing it off on a regular basis. So there you go, 10 channels I think you need to check out. Just wanted to give back a little bit. I've been, again, blessed so much with everybody joining up with me and watching my stuff. So I think we need to spread the love a little, get everybody out there involved in this community more, consuming content, watching all these great creators do what they do and love this hobby. So thanks again for watching, everybody. Keep collecting.